Welcome to That's What She Pled, with attorneys Christina Goldberg and Julie Lurson from Lurson Goldberg LLC, law powered by women. It's time to shake up the old standards of law and of business. Join these two witty, intelligent, and sassy female business owners who are taking their industry by storm, challenging stereotypes and shattering ceilings. These two are on a mission to educate, empower, and support not only their own clients, but other powerhouse female entrepreneurs. Come for a laugh and stay for the vibe as Julie and Christina hold nothing back and share the truth of what it is to be female attorneys and business owners through discussion of current events, original stories, and inspiring guests. Now, on to the show.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. You are tuning back into the That's What She Pled podcast. I am Christina Goldberg. I am here with my law partner, Julie Lurson. Hi, Julie.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Christina.
And we have, oh my gosh, such a fun episode for you today. We do so many different types of podcast episodes, but this one, I think everybody's going to love. We're getting involved in something super fun, and I think it's just about everybody's absolute favorite time of the year. It is Girl Scout cookie season, and we have some great Girl Scout representatives here to talk through all things cookies. And, you know, the Girl Scouts is actually a pretty important organization, not just for the cookies. So
yes,
we'd
indeed.
love to get into some of that. I unfortunately didn't have the pleasure of being involved in the Girl Scouts when I was younger. Did you, Julie?
I did. This
Julie,
was quite a few
Scout.
moons ago, and I was a Brownie for 2 years. So I think that was second and third grade. And then I was a junior, and that was for 3 more years. So I wore my brown uniform. We actually had little dresses and little beanies. That's how old I was. We didn't get vests or really badges as a Brownie. And then as a Girl Scout, we had a green dress and a sash that you could sew all your badges on. Even though I had the sewing badge, I was really behind on getting my badges on my uniform. So,
oh my gosh,
true confessions.
And we have a Brownie with us today. We'll introduce her in just a little bit, but I can see her. She's showing us all of the zillions of badges that she's got.
I'm jealous.
On her vest right now. I'm super impressed. My gosh, I love it. Julie, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
My favorite cookie. Well, I'm a Thin Minter. That
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm classic, like the Thin Mint. But I do like myself a Samoa. It's a guilty pleasure. And the Do-si-dos, the peanut butter with the little, sandwich cookie. Those would be my 3 favorites.
3. I have 1. What are I don't know what they're called.
Well, what is it?
I know a lot of cookies. They're chocolate and peanut butter.
The tagalongs?
I don't know.
Yep.
Help me,
like,
Deli. Are they tagalong? Is that what they are? Yeah. Tagalongs. Okay. All right. Our Brownie says those are tagalongs, so I trust her. I'm going with what Deli says. Okay.
Yeah. Stick with the brownies.
Exactly.
Always. Well, let me just share one other great experience. Actually, not so much, but it's funny. I'm thinking I might get a laugh or two. So as a Girl Scout, we would go on camping trips on the weekend. And there was, a place that the Girl Scouts always camped. And one weekend when I came home and I was at the back door, which had a window, knocking, trying to get my mom to let me in, she didn't recognize me. And that's because when we were having a campfire, we apparently picked up some wood that had some poison sumac on it, which is a lot like poison ivy. And I was downwind. And so my face blew up like a balloon. And I had no idea because we didn't have, mirrors or anything. Yeah. So watch out.
Note to self, try not
Exactly.
to burn too many things, certainly not poison.
Toxic things. Yeah.
Right. Good lessons we're learning here today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the Girl Scouts. And, like you said, it's cookie season. So I thought it might be fun to do a little, retro throwback to the beginning. So the Girl Scouts are, I think well over 100 years old in terms of how long they've been around. And their founder, and I can remember this from reading my Girl Scout handbooks, was Juliet Gordon Lowe, and her nickname was Daisy, which the very beginning of your Girl Scout career, you begin as a daisy. Anyway, back in the day, the Girl Scouts actually made their own cookies. There was a recipe that they all circulated, and they'd make all these cookies and put them in cute little bags and then knock on doors and sell them. And it cost them, I think I read 25 cents or so to make like 7 dozen cookies. And then they would turn around and sell them for about 25 cents a dozen. So my mathematical mind tells me that was a 7-fold return on that investment. But obviously we've come a long way, Christy, because not only do we have tag-alongs and Thin Mints, we have like, I think, a dozen or more flavors.
Yeah, I think so. Deli, do you know how many flavors you guys sell?
About like 8.
Okay, 8, maybe 10.
Well, more importantly, what's your favorite flavor?
What is your favorite?
My favorite is the Adventurables.
The what?
Adventurables.
What are those?
They're like a brownie-inspired cookie with caramel and a hint of sea salt.
Oh, you're not trained well. Listen to how you described that. I love this.
She's a professional Girl Scout, guys.
We have a saleswoman on our hands here. I love it.
So sophisticated.
Yes.
Caramel with a little sea salt over chocolate. Wow.
Ooh, that does sound good. And I've never heard
Come
of them.
a long
and I've never
way.
had one. So now we have to buy Girl Scout cookies. Well, so just before we finally, we'll get around to introducing you guys. I mean, maybe, but before we finally do that. So today, the Girl Scouts Brownies still sell the sugar cookies that were the original ones. Are they trefoils? Trefoils is what they're called. Okay. It's about a total of maybe 10 types. It's still a fundraiser for the troops, with the investment staying local, which is amazing. All the more reason for our local Girl Scouts to be just fantastic sales ladies, just like Deli here. My gosh, I'm super impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's a lot more to the process. We're going to go into that, and being with what we do with our podcast and being law powered by women, we love to spotlight and support women in our community and
Including
ladies
young
in
women.
our community. Yes. So we're so grateful to have you guys here today. So we have Ashley Gill, we have Kelly McGraw, and so far we're gonna have 2 troop members. We've got Adelyanna, the most beautiful name ever, but we're calling her Deli, which is so sweet. And then we're going to have Allyson joining us. So Adelyanna, Deli is Brownie Troop 224, and Allyson is Cadet Troop 336. So we're going to have her in just a little bit, and we'll talk with Deli and Allyson. So welcome, Ashley and Kelly.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies, let's just, start with the basics. Were you all Girl Scouts? How long have you been involved in the Girl Scouts? Tell us a little bit about, what drew you into this, other than obviously the cookies and that sort of thing. Kelly, you want to start?
And Sure. I was a Girl Scout for 8 years. I definitely had the best troop leader who probably had no life outside of teaching us some amazing skills. We went on so many trips and so many camping experiences, and she was just amazing, and kind of started work in nonprofit, and got a tip from our mailroom that the Girl Scouts was looking for a position in adult services, which basically meant training adults. And so I applied for that. And this was back in New Jersey in about 2005. So I worked at the Girl Scouts at a council in New Jersey for about 10 years. And then I moved here to the beautiful, warm and sunny Gulfcoast of Florida, and was able to almost transfer to the council here. And so I've been here for 8 years.
Wow.
And
So
you're in the same
18
role?
years at plus 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
You're a lifetimer.
Once a Girl Scout, always a Girl
Yes,
Scout.
so.
Yes. There's Allyson. Hi, Allyson.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. We'll talk to you in just a little bit, but we have our cadet troop member, Allyson, who just sat down and joined us. So thank you for being here. And Ashley, your turn. Tell us a little bit about your involvement.
I was a Brownie and a junior as a girl. I remember only being a Girl Scout because my friends were Girl Scouts. So, we just went out there and hung out. But like all of my, everything I remember was just hanging out with my friends. And some of those friends I'm still friends with now. So that's, 35 years later.
All right.
Then as an adult, when Allie here was going into kindergarten, I decided that she should also be a Girl Scout. And I signed up to be a volunteer. At first, I wanted to just be a co-leader, figured I'd help out just a little bit. Well, that turned into me leading my own troop. And,
of course.
And then 4 years later, a job became available at the council. And I thought, okay, it's time to go back to work after being a stay-at-home mom. And through being a troop leader and then a recruiter out in the community from Girl Scouts, and now I run the product program for our council, it has just been everything that I would want it to be. Being a Girl Scout, as itself is amazing, but like as an adult to be able to find my identity through Girl Scouts, it's been pretty amazing.
Oh, wow. So what exactly product development? Wait, what did you say? Your
products program.
Okay. Sorry.
I wrote it down too.
Developing products. What does that mean? And Kelly, I want to hear about your role too, but
Sure.
So being the product program manager, that is my title at our council, the Gulfcoast Council here. That means that I manage our product program. So we have 2 different product programs in the Girl Scout world. We have our fall product program that is our Mags and Munchies sale. So it's chocolates, it's magazines, it's nuts. It's, it's very small, meant to be for girls to sell to their family and their neighbors. It's not on a wide scale like cookies. And that's why most people don't even know about it. So then there's the cookie program. You guys are shaking your heads. You're like, we have no idea.
No. My next door neighbor, 5 girls, 5.
okay,
5. Why do I not know about this?
Right.
Were they living there in the fall?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a troop living in their house. Oh my goodness.
They do. Oh my God. 5.
Yeah. So then the other coin, and something that takes up a lot of mine and Kelly's time, is the cookie program, which is, kind of why we're here today. And
right.
And yeah, so I'm not the driving force behind the cookie program, but Kelly and I, we work through it together. And from talking to the volunteers to supporting the girls to talking to vendors to, get the rewards for the girls, like it is every aspect is Kelly and I.
And Kelly, specifically, your role is what?
I handle many things related to our members and their programmatic experience. So besides the cookie program, which is a program the girls are learning, so many things. I'll let Ashley probably talk about that later because she's far more versed in all of those aspects. But we also have programs that girls can participate in. So one of those being the overall program. So nationally, we have a program portfolio, and the girls pick badges and also something called journeys that they want to learn about or learn more about or they love doing. And so they can earn a badge or a journey, which is a set of badges together around a topic. And those are mostly done in the troop setting. So I help support that. Then girls also can earn higher awards. So you've probably heard about the Boy Scout Eagle Award. Well, the Girl Scouts have a Gold Award.
Oh, cool.
It has actually a little bit harder requirements to earn. And so there is a highest award at every level of Girl Scouts. And so I help girls achieve those. And then also with the help of staff, we have a program catalog. So we do surveys. We try to find out what the girls are wanting to learn and do that's outside of something that their troop leader can really put on within their troop setting. And so we try to put on a program where they are learning the things that they want to do. So our latest survey came back. Girls want to do things with animals. They want to do things with art, specifically graphic arts. They want to attend some live performances. And so not just learn how to sing, see people sing. And so those are the things that we kind of connect with program partners in the community in order to put on those kind of bigger scale programs for the girls.
Wow.
That's juggling a lot. Yeah.
And also programmatically, camping is a program. I am responsible to train the leaders, the volunteers, on how to take girls camping safely. So
right. Don't burn poison
fire,
toxic materials.
Yeah. So don't start a fire and burn down the whole camp. This kind of thing.
Bad idea.
Oh my gosh.
Good to know.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so I'm curious about, like, I hear cookie program. So it's not just knocking on doors or setting up a table in front of the grocery store. And
Look at Deli's.
tell us more.
Look at Deli. She said no.
Deli, what is
No.
it?
Do you want to tell us, Deli? What is it?
What
is it?
did your troop do to get ready to sell?
We do journeys. We go like to trips at the end of the year, and we earn rewards. And
How do you sell cookies? Do you put a plan together?
yes,
Yeah. What's your plan? How do you put a plan together?
we sell to families. We go on social media.
Oh,
and
Wow.
we tell people about Girl Scout cookies.
okay.
Do you have a
Okay.
favorite part of the whole Girl Scout cookie selling?
Selling cookies and going on the end of the year trip.
Yeah.
Course.
And Allie, what's your involvement? Do you get involved in kind of making a plan for selling the cookies?
So we do a lot of goal setting, like in our specific troop. So like goal setting and planning kind of go hand in hand. So
Okay.
when you're kind of goal setting, you're also planning for what you want to do and like where you want to go at the end of the year.
Okay. Do you feel like setting that goal, having something to reach for, do you feel like that makes it more likely to happen for you? Yeah.
So I imagine there's goals for the troop as well as each individual scout.
Yeah, the girls are encouraged to set their own goals. On our reward card, it does kind of help them decide how much they want to sell by seeing what they want to get, because we offer prizes. But then at the troop level, many troops like to have girls sell at least 300 boxes because we offer their membership for the next year paid. If they sell 300, just blanket. It doesn't matter, how they sold them, when they sold them, where they sold them, all of that. It's just blanket. You get your membership paid. So that's a big driving factor for troop leaders. But we have some sellers that sell to go on international trips and some sellers to sell for a single patch to participate. So it really just depends on the girls' involvement and what they can with time and want and everything else.
Are there minimums, or is it sort of up to what each girl is willing to put into it?
Yeah, it really is what each girl can and is willing to put into it. We have a patch at 36 boxes that is just kind of like a participation patch. So that's kind of like the lowest that people strive for if they want to, prove that they were part of the cookie sale. Otherwise, the world is open.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you, actually, I have to ask, obviously, if you go to the grocery store, you sort of see there's a random kind of pop-up Girl Scout event. Are you all cash still, or has that changed?
Deli, do we take credit cards?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Wow.
dangerous. When did that start?
Depending on the troop, it's been, my personal troop has been taking credit cards for 5 or 6 years, but council-wide, we now have a partnership with a credit card reading company that we encourage each troop to use. And so I think we're in our 3rd year with them.
Okay.
So yeah, it should be. So I guess the answer is 3 years now. At least all of the troops have had that opportunity.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
It's
are
always a
you
challenge.
girls prepared to stop the people who say, I'm so sorry, I don't have cash. Are you
What do you
prepared
say?
for that?
We're just like, we can take card. And then
We
some
take
of them-
credit.
Plastic
Yeah.
works here.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I
good
must
to know.
confess, sometimes my reason for not doing something is just I say, I don't have any cash. I'm so sorry. I would love to. Never with the Girl Scouts.
Thank you.
But yeah.
No, but it's
That's-
easy to kind of do that. But now, you take credit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We do. And there's a lot of people
Advertise
that'll
that.
say, oh, do you have Cash App? And the girls will go, no, but my mom has Venmo.
No, but we'll figure out how to get our
All
money
right.
from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So do you actually have cash on hand at those pop-up sites typically? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
You do? Do you know how to make change?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that something that you work on in the Girl Scouts?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's important. Do you know how many people can't do that these days? Good for you. That's an important skill.
How much is a box these days? out of curiosity?
5, and 2 of them are 6.
And why are they 6? Are they special?
Specialty cookie.
Okay.
Is that the
All right.
brownie one?
No.
I
No?
bet there's a gluten-free one that's $6 would be my guess if I were to guess. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See?
Good. Look at these options. Okay. So do we have a number of Girl Scouts and a number of troops just so that we know kind of volume wise, what are we dealing with?
In this local Girl Scouts of the Gulf Coast.
Currently, as of today, we have 233 troops that are selling, which translates to just under 2,000 girls selling. So, yeah, not too bad.
Right here. Wow.
Yeah, right here in our 10 counties around the Sarasota area. Mhm.
Wow. And okay, so do we know how many cookies have we sold to date?
Ellie, do you have that number?
Yeah. 843,000
Boxes?
and some change. Yep.
Oh
So those 2,000 girls so far have sold all of those. And we have another delivery coming next week of another 200,000 packages.
So over a million.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and it's cookie sales end what, March 12th, 10th? We
The
still have
12th
time.
officially. March
Right.
12th. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Allie,
Wow.
do you have a goal for yourself this year for sales?
My goal was to sell at least 2,500 boxes.
You said was. Did you
Was,
achieve that
yeah.
already?
Was.
So I said was because like this year we don't have as many cookies as we would have in like a typical year. So it's not like super definite that I would sell that many.
Hey, sorry for the interruption. I know you're listening to the That's What She Pled podcast, and I am so happy you're here. If you have any questions, please head over to lawpoweredbywomen.com or look in the show notes to find out how to reach us. We would love to hear from you. Is there a cookie shortage?
There's not a cookie shortage. Let me clarify what she's saying.
Okay.
In her troop, we actually took in some extra Girl Scouts, and those Girl Scouts are selling amazingly. And so that kind of translated to her sharing her cookie allotment with them.
Oh, okay.
Also, she is 14 now, and I don't know if you guys have a 14-year-old or have experienced 14-year-olds, but they get very busy in school and things. So her opportunities have been less than in the past. But so we're kind of reassessing, but she's still out there selling.
Okay. So it's cookie competition, really?
A little bit. Yeah.
All right.
We're sharing with everybody, but at the same
Good.
time, competition
That's
is
awesome.
definitely thick.
That's great. What about you, Deli? Do you have a goal?
My goal is 3,500 cookies.
Ooh. Cookies or
Boxes?
boxes? Boxes. Do you know
And how are
how
you
many you've
doing?
sold?
Over 1,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at you go. And when do sales end?
March 12th.
March 12th. Okay. So we've got about a month, a little under a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are there different phases to the cookie sale campaign?
Yes.
Okay.
We
So
have
tell us about those.
Sure. We have a small window of time where we kind of call it the pre-sale season, where those girls that like to communicate with their family and neighbors, go door to door, take those sales, write them down, find out how many cookies they actually will need once they arrive. So they put that order in. So that's our initial order pre-sale time. Then we have something called the goal getter phase, or cookies on the go is also how we've mentioned it out to people. And that is the time from when the cookies arrive and the time when booths start. So there's about a week or so, depending on your area and when your delivery was made. And so that is the time for girls to make their deliveries that they took orders for, to get out there, do like walkabouts in their neighborhood. And so if you've seen a girl pulling a wagon, that's called a walkabout. Or even, make those extra sales of, hey, on social media, as Deli mentioned earlier, moms are everywhere going, cookies are here. Here's my kid sitting with cases of cookies around them. And then they sell them because cookies sell themselves pretty much. So then after that, the booth season starts, and usually booths go until the end. However, this year we do have an extra week tacked on where we will have digital shipped available in that time because there was a delay with our start of digital shipped cookies this year. So we did extend it one extra week after the booths end on March 5th. So.
And digital ship means what? You order them online and then
they're shipped directly to the customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not available until February 27th of this year. So out of state customers are waiting patiently for their Girl Scout to fulfill those orders.
Interesting.
And that's actually when the Raspberry Rally is available as well.
Is that a new flavor?
It is a new flavor. And that's actually where the 10th cookie comes from. Because if you look at a cookie card, there's only 9 listed. But the 10th cookie is that Raspberry Rally. It is new this year. It's a sister to the Thin Mint. So it's essentially the same cookie, but raspberry, not mint. I can tell you they're delicious. I love them so much. These girls can tell you too, they should have been able to taste test it.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
You get the taste test?
It's very good. But yeah, that cookie is available only online. So,
Julie, you've got a couple of Girl Scouts here you can order from because I feel like you need some.
I can share their link with you.
Just send me your link.
I know. Oh my gosh. So Good Deeds. This is obviously part of a bigger program. You have a really cool program, Mints for Military Hometown Heroes. The Girl Scouts does a big give back program. What kind of explain the programming, how those work?
Kelly, have you sold cookies where people just say, I want these to go to the military or I want these to go to my hometown heroes?
Yeah.
You have.
How many boxes do you think you've sold that way? Just
like
guess.
50, something like that.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And those ship overseas to military members, or I don't know how the program works.
So the person pays $5 or $6 and they go like overseas to the military.
They do. And then there are some that stay in the United States for hometown heroes, like first responders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do they just have to ask you to be involved in that program, or how does that work?
They just say, I want to donate to the hometown heroes too, or I want to do a mint for military.
Nice.
That's great. And Allie, do you have a lot of people want to get involved in that as well?
We have quite a few.
Yeah. How many boxes, Ashley and Kelly, how many would you say sort of annually that you end up getting donated in that manner?
Last year we had around 50,000. So far we're up to 23,000. Definitely the year following COVID where everyone just wanted to thank the essential workers. We were somewhere close to 80,000.
Oh,
wow.
And that's the hometown heroes. Is that it's police, fire, nurses? Who does that encompass?
What we did is if any customer asked if they could donate a box, we let the troops take their donated boxes to wherever they felt that a pool of their customers were asking for.
So empower them to decide. That's nice.
Good. Love that.
I think some were probably teachers and definitely the military always.
Yeah.
So our firm, Julie and I we were kind of excited this year. We wanted to see if we could get involved in any way. So we actually decided that the top 100 cookie sellers from our local Girl Scout troops will get just a little extra boost from us. So we'll buy 5 boxes from each for, again, the military and hometown heroes. So we'll have a whole bunch we'll add to your total number of boxes for you guys. We wanted to see if we could help there.
Thank you. That is amazing.
That is so generous of you.
No, thank you.
We're
guys
excited. I will share, Christy, we talked about this, or I talked about this with Ashley and Kelly, and they made me aware of just how many cookies are sold. So we did have to account for all that when we decided how to come up with our reward program, because these girls are kicking butt and taking names and massively selling cookies. So who knew? I think
impressive.
Back in the day, and I'm going to, back to my time, literally all we did was go door to door and sell that way. And you had I remember it was like a big, long sort of cardboard thing, and people just picked whatever they wanted and then you return them. So I feel like Somebody sold a lot if they got to like 100. I'm definitely dating myself here, Deli.
Yeah,
if I'd sold 100 boxes, I would have been a superstar.
Yeah,
Well,
things
I
have
can
changed.
tell you that card is still available. Like we still use that card. I have one right here in my hand.
Yes, yes, that's pretty much it.
It's still here. It's definitely a tool that those girls use every season.
And so Brownies didn't sell cookies back in the day, but I do remember as part of our troop activity that, how to fill it out, how to figure out, I can't remember what the price was, but it wasn't, and in any case, how to do the math when you needed to turn all your numbers in.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we just, probably got the boxes we sold. We didn't get extra boxes to then try to sell later on. How do they figure out we're going to order X number of boxes of Thin Mints or Do-si-dos or
So that's
whatever.
what I was just about to say. If you ask Ashley like her top 10 favorite parts of her job, I'd say in the top 3 is building that order card, which is trying to figure out what rewards the girls want and what levels to put them at. So to answer your question, Julie, girls figure out how many they're going to sell probably based on their favorite things on that order card. Deli, what's the thing on the order card that you want to get?
The VR headset.
Whoa.
Oh. Okay.
Have you ever used one?
One at my cousin's house.
Is that the craziest thing you've ever experienced? It is for me, but I'm old, so maybe it isn't for you.
So how many boxes until you qualify for that VR headset?
2,000.
Okay.
Oh,
You
almost got it. Come on, keep up your pace. I have faith. You'll get there.
And how about you, Allyson? What's your goal?
My goal was to sell enough to get day passes for Girl Scout convention this year.
Oh.
And okay, so where is that?
This year it's in Orlando, right?
Oh, okay.
At Disney World.
Yay.
Oh.
And so have you met that? Have you gotten to your
She's about 100 away. Pretty close. Yeah,
Okay.
she's pretty close to that. So we will
plenty of
reassess
time.
once we hit that. Yeah.
Right.
So I suspect sometimes it's a moving target. You start out with a VR headset and then you realize, you know what? I should aim higher.
It's a very fluid
I want to go to the
situation.
convention.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Well, let's talk with the girls for just a second, like a little bit. Deli, how long have you been involved with, you're a brownie. So how long have you been involved with the Girl Scouts and as a brownie?
4 years.
4 years. And how old are you now?
8.
Oh my
so you were a
gosh.
Daisy and now you're a brownie?
Oh, I
So
don't
do
know
you-
the levels.
Oh, Daisies, brownies, juniors, cadets, which is what
Next
Allyson
year?
is.
Next year, I'm going to be a junior.
Oh,
Next
okay.
year. Okay. Wow. Good for you. 4 years. And what made you start, Mom?
My mom was friends with Miss Ashley, and I really wanted to be in Girl Scouts, so she talked to her, and she wanted to know if I can make my own troop or find another troop.
So what'd you do?
We made our own troop.
Okay. And how big is your troop?
We have like several brownies, like 3 or 4 daisies, 1 junior, and yeah.
Oh, so is that fairly common where there's overlapping categories or
It is
different age
definitely in our
groups,
area.
levels?
Yeah. We call
And
it
how
a
about-
multi-level troop.
Okay.
Multi-level.
That's
Okay.
cool.
What's your favorite part of being a Girl Scout?
Selling the cookies, earning the rewards, and going on the trips.
And going on the trips. Okay. Wow.
Have a favorite trip you've taken?
I think it was Disney World.
That makes sense.
Went
Can't
to
blame
Animal
you.
Kingdom.
Oh, I've never been to Animal Kingdom. I hear it's great.
Tell us a little bit about your trajectory in the Scouts. How old were you when you started? Where do you see yourself finishing?
I started in kindergarten, so when I was 5, and so this is my 9th year in Girl Scouts. And I am planning on finishing in through high school.
Okay.
Okay.
So after a cadet, you become,
A senior.
and is that it? No, there's one more level.
Then
Isn't
after
there?
senior, it's ambassador.
Ambassador. Okay.
And then you become a troop leader, right? Someday.
You got to
Do you wanna
ask
lead a
Allie
troop?
about her favorite trip. Wait till you hear this.
Oh,
Yeah, that was going to be
Right.
my next. Like, what's your favorite memory so far?
bring it on.
Probably going to Costa Rica.
What?
They didn't have that when I was.
Can I be a Girl Scout?
So did you do?
can.
Gosh. What did you do in Costa Rica? That is my favorite place. I've only been one time. It is incredible. What'd you
The
do there?
jungle, the beaches. Oh wow.
So, we kind of went as like a conservation type thing. So we were replanting the mangroves in
Oh
La Fortuna.
no.
And where was it?
La Fortuna.
Okay. I went,
Wow.
there's so many different, like you can go on vacation to Costa Rica and experience one Costa Rica, and there's a totally different
Mhm.
Costa Rica on the other side that it's like, it's not the same planet. So I don't know. I went to Manuel Antonio.
Yeah, we visited there, actually.
okay.
It's a beautiful space.
Yeah. And the state park and all the monkeys and oh my gosh,
Right.
zip lining through the
Zip lining.
rainforest. And
We did that. Yeah.
oh, I will
It
never
wasn't
forget.
It wasn't all work. There was some.
It wasn't
fun
all
to
work.
be
Yeah,
had.
there was some play for you guys. That's incredible. Why did you, or how did you earn that?
Over time, we kind of we kind of saved up for it out of like our personal money, and cookie credits helped me towards it. So selling as many cookies as I did over the years.
Wow, that's great. I love that.
All right, so I'm wondering, since you've been at this for a while, what's your, like, do you have a top set of a tip or two that you would share about like successful cookie selling? Without, of course, without giving away any of your
None of
Yeah.
your secrets.
secrets.
I would say just like be energized when you're like trying to sell cookies, because
Yes.
people don't want to buy cookies from you if you're like sluggish.
True.
That is
True.
right. That is right. What about you, Deli? Do you have any tips or tricks?
I try to be like as loud as I can, but not like yelling.
Good.
Good. Nobody wants to be yelled at.
And we make like signs and we wave them around. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't be afraid to approach people, right? You have to be willing to say, come buy these, please. That's important. And a lot of people don't know how to talk to people anymore these days. And I bet you see a lot of people walking into a store or a lot of people just staring down at their phones, don't you?
They don't want to make eye contact with you
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. You're
Mhm.
facing that too. I know. I get it. Oh, it's so great that you guys are involved in this. I love it. And it's teaching you so many skills. It's fantastic. I could keep talking to these girls forever. You guys have been so fun to talk to. Just for kicks, does anybody know the top selling cookie of overall?
The Thin Mints.
Yeah.
I like the
Aw.
mints line.
Yeah.
Thin mints. Thin
The Thin-
mints.
And the adventures.
Mm.
'Cause last year we sold out really quickly.
Did you? Yeah, that's on the list of the top 5. The
It
Adventurefuls. I've never even heard of them. I've never had one, so I'll have to do that. I have a 15-year-old son, so if I buy them, I'll never see them. They'll be gone.
They're delicious.
I know.
Just get 2. It'll be okay.
Okay.
Here's my tip. They're
Hide one.
delicious right out of the freezer. You know, you put them in the freezer so you don't eat them all at once, but you know they're there. So you just go ahead, and Thin Mints are delicious straight out of
Do
the
you lock the freezer? How do you? You put them in the freezer and therefore they stay? No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
You know, I
Christy.
tried a tag along out of the freezer this week.
Did you
and
break
it
your
was
tooth?
Delicious. No,
Oh.
it snapped. It was okay. It was
There's-
really good as well.
There's a hack with the Adventurefuls. So you
Oh.
get like 2 or 3 on a plate. You put them in the microwave for like 5 or 10 seconds, and you put them on top ice cream or like by themselves, and it's delicious.
I was just going to
It
say, tell me
sounds
you put
delish.
ice cream on top of those. Okay.
Well, deli. that
Well
sounds
done. I know.
All right, Allie,
what's
let's finish with you. What's your favorite cookie?
Probably either the Adventurefuls or the Tagalongs.
Okay. All
my
right.
kind
So
of girl?
you and Deli are
That was the
picking
right answer.
Adventurefuls as your top choice. Kelly, Ashley, remind us again, what's your favorite?
I'm with tag-alongs, although we have another new cookie this year called the Raspberry Rally, and I think that one's pretty good.
It is
A
pretty
little
good.
chocolate, a little fruit. Okay.
Yeah. Ultimately, my favorite is actually the Adventureful, but I do love the Samoas so much that I don't know if you can see the cat over Allie's shoulder here. This kitten is named
Yes.
Samoa.
Oh,
Oh,
So yeah, she's totally got caramel swirls, and so I was like, I gotta get that cat and name it Samoa.
perfect.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
can eat some Samoas. That's for sure.
Yeah, but if you put them in the freezer, you don't eat them all. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
well, now you know.
Let me know if that's
you
true.
can thank me later.
I don't think it is.
Good to
I think
know.
it's lies. I don't
Girls,
think that works.
Probably
Deli, Allie, thank you so much. Especially you, Allie. I know you raced home to join us. So
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
And,
Deli,
we
you did
look forward-
great. Your first podcast.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yay. Oh,
Well, thank
gosh.
you for having us.
Oh my gosh.
Well-
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love it. We love being able to support you.
So
I feel like
everybody
you should
go
bring
out.
girls into offices and have them walk in
Yeah.
and let me tell you something, you'd have sales.
It's true. I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm telling you.
So go find your favorite Girl Scout and get some more cookies, or the next time you're at the store, stop in.
They
They
take
take plastic.
They take plastic. Yeah. No more avoiding. Oh gosh. All right. Well, everybody, we're Julie and Christy. We are Lursen Goldberg, Law Powered by Women. You can find us at www.lawpoweredbywomen.com. And we can't wait to talk to you next time. I don't even know what we're going to be talking about, but it'll be something great.
And check out Girl Scouts of the Gulf Coast. They're online too.
They
Thanks
are.
again, ladies.
Thanks, Julie and Christy, for having us. It was so much
Thank
fun.
you.
So much fun.
Thanks.
Bye,
Thanks,
girls.
Deli. Thanks,
Bye.
Allie. Bye.
Thank you for listening to That's What She Pled podcast. Don't forget to click the follow button to be notified when new episodes become available. The information covered and posted represents the views and opinions of the guest and do not necessarily represent the views or opinions of Lursen Goldberg lawyers. The content has been made available for general informational and educational purposes only and may not constitute the most up-to-date legal or other information. The content is not intended to be a substitute for legal advice from your individual attorney, and the information provided does not and is not intended to constitute legal advice.